this Munich, everybody talk about pop music.
Direct from the 9th floor of the Hammersmill Broadcast Tower, this is One Step from the Spotlight.
As far as I know, it was supposed to be warm and pink, and I gotta tell you, Rusty, this thing was lime green.
Hell, yeah, we're back on the air. You're listening to One Step from the Spotlight. Rusty Collins, along with good old Robert Hammersmill, and we are broadcasting today direct from Senor Frogs in Cabo San Lucas on the patio. It's a fantastic day. And Robbie, should we get right into our guest?
Yes. He is sitting right there. No.
Yes, he is. Boy, you're observant today. Folks.
Carlos!
Yeah.
I love you, man.
You really know how to mess up an interview, Robbie. Robbie? Okay.
This is epic, Rusty.
At this point, it's ridiculous.
This is probably the best thing we've ever done.
It's so
good. Isn't it good?
I got to tell you.
Rusty, introduce our wonderful guest that I've procured for this episode.
What was that word?
Procured.
Man, how many drinks have you had?
I don't have those numbers in front of me, but they are hefty.
You need a calculator.
They are large.
I lost track after I took my shoes off.
Did I have shoes?
No, just
I don't
let's
even remember having shoes.
I'll tell you what. Part of this we'll use, and part of it we won't. Because this is the most drunk you've been since we've done the podcast, and it's amazing. All right, and now it is time for our interview. Ladies and gentlemen, you may have heard of the Ultimo Dragon. He was a fantastic luchador and wrestler out of Mexico. He worked in Japan for New Japan Wrestling. He worked for WCW, and he also worked for the WWE. We're very proud and happy to have here for an interview today his trainer, Carlos Martinez. Good morning, Carlos.
Buenos dias.
Carlos, it's been a long time, my friend. Long time.
Si, Senor Robbie, you are very good looking.
Oh, thank you, Carlos.
Looking drunk.
Oh, you.
So, Carlos, when did you first run into the Ultimo Dragon? When did you start training him?
I think it was about 1979 when he was in Mexico City. And I ran into him, and we start to train and learn him about the wrestling as a luchador. And his favorite was Mil Máscaras and El Santo, who is the saint. And we got along great, and he was a very fast learner.
Carlos, what was the thing about him that made you want to be in the ring, in the corner, for the Dragon? What was it?
I think he could make me a lot of money.
That's what I'm talking about. That's my man.
So, how hard was it? His closing move was the Dragon Sleeper Hold. Was that something that you told him?
Oh, see. I teach him this to do right away. And sleeper hold is always a good hold to put the man to sleep and then win the match.
Carlos, I gotta ask you. You're a very small man.
See?
Has anyone ever given you a ride home in their pocket?
No, this is ridiculous.
Would you allow me to carry you back to the hotel like a
No,
baby?
senor, no, I am not this kind of
Ah, man. This interview's going great, but I gotta take a pee.
What the hell? Brother Carlos, I am sorry. Well, I'll tell you, it's fantastic. So, were you involved with Ultimo Dragon when he came into WCW and WWE?
Oh, see. It was much harder to work with him because they have their own trainers, but I work with him very much. And he sent me money back to Mexico all the time. And
What are you doing? What are you doing to me?
I got you so bad, Carlos.
What the hell are you doing? This is outrageous. You don't put a slipper on a man before he don't know. Robbie, you're an idiot.
Well, that's up for debate.
It's no debate for me.
Oh, man. Well, after you've just now assaulted our guest, Carlos, I got to say thank you very much. It was great to talk with you. Wish we had more time. Wish you got choked a lot less.
Carlos, we're still good, right?
No, you're a bad man.
Oh,
You're a
Carlos.
bad man.
Come on, man.
No, you can't do that to guys, Robbie.
Give me
You
a little
can't. You
something,
can't choke
Carlos.
a guest. Try to choke a guest out. That's ridiculous.
Well,
It's okay, but
half a
I don't want to
dozen
be
of
here no
one.
more.
half a dozen of one, 4 dozen of the other.
Carlos Martinez, trainer of the Ultimo Dragon. Fantastic to have you with us. It was a great interview, regardless of how much you were assaulted.
Bye, Carlos. Enjoy that check I just wrote you.
Yeah, that's the one thing. See, you can't just pay a guy and choke him. Carlos Martinez.
Well, that's not what I've heard.
Yeah,
You don't go to the same places I go to.
You're a weirdo.
Rusty, I got exciting news. After the wrap of this show, I signed us up to judge the wet T-shirt contest by the swimming pool.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it's me and you, buddy.
Well, I'll be in for that.
All right, shots for everybody
So
and wet boobies.
yeah, well, that'll be fine. So
Rusty, Rusty's in.
yeah. So now we have to go now. So tell us, Robbie, once again, what's the email?
One step from the spotlight at yahoo.com. We are on Facebook and SoundCloud, Podomatic, and other places where podcasts exist.
Yeah, don't forget the important ones that people listen to, like iTunes and
yeah.
Stitcher. We're on those. And if you get a chance, folks, give us a quick review on iTunes. We appreciate that very much.
Also, send in your Van Halen questions for next week.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy Weber will be on the show. And
Tommy will be a great guest. And
treasure
we'll have
trove. A treasure trove of information.
You use that word a lot.
Well,
You like treasure, I guess.
I love it.
What's a trove?
No idea.
Yeah. So once again, folks, thanks very much for listening to One Step from the Spotlight, our special broadcast from Cabo San Lucas, live from Senor Frogs. For Robert Hammersmill.
Let's see. Can I get you a hooker?
No.
I'm buying.
No.
Let's bury this hatchet
Ladies and gentlemen,
the old West
this is
way.
Rusty Collins. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again next week on One Step from the Spotlight.
I'll be your huckleberry.
No, you won't.
It's martini time.
You've been listening to One Step from the Spotlight. Mark Poulos plays Robert Hammersmill. John Russell plays Rusty Collins. You can help keep the show going by rating, reviewing, and subscribing on iTunes.